Bad, Bad, and Sad Show.
Back at you.
Ben,
Adam.
we're here again.
Gringo. Guero.
Again and again.
Building.
Here to talk about buildings, the language of the building, the message,
What the building says to you, what it says to us.
what the building did the night before to get it into such a state.
Most importantly, rating the building.
Some of these buildings are hungover, I think.
That might be appropriate to our most up-and-coming building.
That's true. That's true. So today we are talking about
The Petersen Automotive Museum, which is actually a renovation, but what we're going to talk about is designed by...
It's by Kohn Pederson. Kohn
Pederson,
Pederson
yeah.
Fox.
Kohn Pederson Fox.
Which
Yeah.
we figured they got the job because the Petersen is so close to Peterson.
Petersen, yeah.
Let's just keep it simple, right?
Yeah.
There's like some, yeah.
The owner of the museum is really bad with names, so they were like, fuck it, let's just choose this guy.
Can't learn any more names.
I can change one letter.
Okay, so this building, real quick caveat, is a little bit notorious in Los Angeles.
It is.
There's a love-hate relationship going on
Yeah.
with this guy.
This is high drama. This building is kind of like a soap opera that just doesn't end. It's like Days of Our Lives.
Oh, I like that. That's great. Okay.
This is like, it's like all these little parts of it are of subplots of Days of Our Life moving through the show or something
That's
like
true.
that.
And maybe the different little areas, the openings are like different characters that are all intermingling with each other, and they're all kind of reactive to one another as they kind of work their way through the narrative of the building.
Yeah, it's like a big soap opera slime, and it's slowly working its way out. But it's like a soap operas never end, so
Yeah,
it's like this doesn't look like it's ever going to end.
It's like The Blob. You
Yeah,
know, the movie
yeah.
that just keeps growing and just ever evolving, and every now and then a character dies off, but then it just keeps getting stronger and stronger.
But then they just bring that character back. It's like, oh my God, George is back from the dead.
Yeah.
We thought that he was dead.
Yeah, you can see like some character over there. It's just like a very slight little glimmer of something that he's going to expand back up. Yeah, it does kind of look like this building maybe has some sort of
Kind of has a
ebb and
life.
flow. Yeah, like it retracts and expands, and all the different little apertures kind of sort of have a life of their own, right?
Yeah. No, it's almost like a weird heart diagram or something.
Yeah, to me, I mean, it's like I like how they matched the color of the building to the stoplight right in front of it.
I noticed that. I was like, they did
Look
that on
at that.
purpose. Yeah. They even took the photo when there's somehow two lights are lit up, the yellow and the red.
It kind of looks like sort of like the fingerprint of the future. Like when you go to, when you go at the bank or when you're a kid and they track your fingerprint, you put your, and then now the FBI and the CIA, everybody has your fingerprint forever to kind of use in case you kill all your neighbors.
That's why I don't have a bank account.
Well, I thought actually there was no money. So in the future you'll have this kind of like 3D
Oh yeah, you'll do the
fingerprint.
whole,
It'll
the
take
whole
your
thing.
whole thumb, and that's like the sort of.
Maybe that's just Petersen's fingerprint
Oh yeah,
blown up.
that's a funky finger.
Well, I mean, they got rid of
That's at least
the oval shape.
It looks like
They
a big
just-
toe. It's just big toe print. But there was
The
like
side toe?
Yeah, the-
Side toe?
he's like, no, this is my good side.
Exactly. He's like, no, not my left toe. No, my right toe, the right side of my right toe.
But at a 45
Could you-
degree angle.
Yeah, could you make that into the building?
Yeah, totally. And then I want fingernail polish not on the outside, but actually on the inside of the print. Can we do that? It's almost like when you're a kid and you put a flashlight through your skin and you can see it illuminate a little bit through your skin a little
Well,
bit.
that's a good point.
So he's illuminating his giant toe,
I would like to think this entire design is client driven.
Yeah.
The client just made all the decisions.
Yeah.
And it was based on his toe. Because he wasn't into fingerprints, he was into toe prints. He's like, I really like my
He's
toe
like,
print
E.T.
better.
E.T. already has the glowing finger.
Exactly.
So he's like, I'm gonna do.
Not only am I going to have a glowing toe, it's going to be the size of a building.
Yeah. We're on to you, dude. We're on to you.
Oh man, he's shaking in his boots.
That's
He's
a bold
just
move,
proud. It is a bold move to turn your toe into a building.
A lot of people hate this building.
It's true.
It makes a big statement, and I almost think that like what's probably a little bit difficult is there's so much contrast with the color, you know. It's so
Oh,
bright.
just these two. It's kind of like this dazzle camouflage. It's highly graphic.
I kind of like that you can see through the
like
thumbprint, and you can see like a really banal like railing at the top of the building.
Yeah, and you can just see this box. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, it's another box. We just kind of put some weird stuff on it. We put a toe print on it.
Yeah, it's like it's pay no like, don't mind the wizard behind the curtain kind of
Yeah,
thing. Right? Pay no attention to the wizard behind the curtain. The banal box behind the.
Yeah, but this photo even exaggerates that. Sometimes when you see it, it looks even more two-dimensional. This, you really get that depth. But it almost looks like a crazy roller coaster too, that just goes around and around and around.
Oh, that's interesting.
I mean, actually,
It just rolls around the perimeter, and you're constantly like at a sort of angle.
Yeah.
You're never like literally.
Only when you go on the top, like that's the fun part. It's all woo.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're always just going around the building.
You're always like
Yeah,
this.
you're just always at a 45-degree angle all the way, or like 90-degree angle all the way around the building. But it's all like this all the way through. Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
There would be puke all over that street.
It's a good thing nobody walks in LA.
Yeah.
But they actually create that little area inside of it, so that's where you would walk. You'd be inside the toe print, and then you could avoid all the puke. So
Yeah.
it's by design.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it would make a good cage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this is like a futuristic jail. It's like a building jail.
Yeah.
This building is in jail.
Or the zoo of the future. When
The
they like
zebras.
bring like when they use stem cells or DNA of like dinosaur eggs to bring dinosaurs back.
Bring them back.
You put them in a big translucent box inside this like huge cage.
Oh, it's almost like Jurassic Park. It's like they want to make a cool cage, so it's like when you look through it, it doesn't feel like they're in a cage.
Yeah. I like how it kind of whimpers off to the back. You know, it's like really
Whimpers. It's a gradient. It's ending of it.
kind of looks like a sperm. You know, you ever see the quote unquote educational videos of the sperm kind of trying to make its way to
That's
the
a
egg?
good point. It's
like
almost like it lacks the form itself of the sperm, but it has the overall shape and the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very frantic.
Is this guy gonna make it? You think he's gonna get to the egg?
I
It's
don't know.
funny. They're building an egg across the street.
Oh, that's true. That's like
They're making a big.
oh shit! They're all in cahoots. This is like a big plan they haven't told anybody about. This is the sperm, and it's swimming over to the egg.
If
Wow.
you don't know, over at LACMA,
That
they're building
is
this
good.
giant sphere.
Yeah, basically.
It looks like a big
kind of like
Death
a little
Star
off the-
thing
yeah.
off of the new
And
sort
it's-
of contemporary wing of LACMA.
It's gonna be the Hollywood Museum or the movie museum,
right.
something like that. Yeah, it's gonna have a big theater and a big observation deck. But yeah, you're onto something. Like
These kids are gonna make a baby.
And you know what the baby's gonna be? The Peter Zumthor building.
Yeah. The oil blotch. Wow.
Because it's kind of got a little bit of this. And
We are on to We have figured
This is
this
next
out.
level.
Yeah, this
This is-
all goes back to the soap opera. This is scandal.
pure scandal.
This is total scandal. Who knew?
Yeah, because it's like Renzo and Peter Zumthor are big boys, but then this guy just comes right in and just changes everything.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah, we figured it out.
The Rad, Bad, and Sad Show likes
So,
to be on the cutting edge of the latest news,
Yeah, of architectural drama.
hard-hitting journalism. Here.
Yes. We actually researched this. We were just kidding around. We did a lot of work on this. So,
Well, if we're going to rate it,
yeah, we're gonna.
that
rate
being said,
it.
I feel like we've said a lot of interesting things about it, despite the fact that we probably came into it with a. You kind of like this building, maybe, right?
I do. I'm gonna give this big building a rad. I think like when you're walking down whatever street this is, not Wilshire. Oh, I think it's Fairfax. Like you're really far away, and you see it, and you're like, "What the hell is that thing?"
Yeah.
From afar,
Right.
it sort of transforms your brain, and
Yeah.
it's almost like you don't even know if it's a building, if it's an illusion, it's anything. And I think that concept for designing a building is interesting. So
I have to admit that whenever someone brings up this building, like when you tell somebody you're an architect or you
Yeah.
talk about this, like I have to admit that like I'm guilty of playing along and going, oh yeah, it's bad, you know, for this is why it's bad, you know. But I think deep down I probably kind of like it a little bit, but I'm not really like I think maybe this is me coming out of the closet saying that I
That's
actually
good.
do kind of like it.
this is a safe place to come out of the closet.
But I don't like the sort of the color contrast of it.
Oh, the graphic.
I feel like it's too much. It's trying too hard to sort of be like a sort of.
Well, it's like the Ferrari color or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a little too much like a car.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with sad.
All right.
But I'm gonna give it a little bit of a sad plus with a sort of guilty pleasure and recognize.
Sad with icing on top.
I could use a little icing.
That's kind of all it has, actually. There's no cake. There's just icing on this building.
Like a little sperm with a little icing on top.
Oh, no.
All right. Before we get to
yeah,
X-rated, so you're going to say rad?
I'm going to say rad. I really think it just sort of transcends. And in many ways, I mean, you could almost argue.
We've gone over 10 minutes, so you can't say any more about it. I have to stop you there, Ben.
Party's over.
He's going to say rad. I'm going to say sad.
Rad.
That's it. That's the Petersen Automotive Museum. Go check it out if you're in town.
Yeah.
Let us know what you
can
think.
Go right inside.
Comment on the video. Let us know what buildings you'd like to see, and we will think about that. We'll see you in the next one.
We'll rate them once and for all.